Good afternoon, students. Today's topic is resolution. Okay. So to understand both practical and conceptual details of remote sensing data, we have to study the concept of resolution. Okay. So what is meant by resolution? Resolution refers to the ability of a remote sensing system to record and display fine details. The resolution of a remote sensing system is same as that of our camera resolution. So all of you know about the resolution of a camera. If the camera of your mobile phone is of high resolution, means it can take fine details of a feature. Like that, if the resolution of the camera is very poor, we cannot take the fine details. Okay, that is what is resolution. So like that, the resolution in case of remote sensing is the ability to record and display fine details. Okay. So resolution is the term used to describe the number of dots or pixels used to display an image. So resolution actually indicates the number of pixels which is used to represent an image. Then high resolution means there will be more number of pixels. More number of pixels are used to create an image. So it will results in cleaner or clear image. And if the resolution is low, it means we are using fewer pixels. That is, the number of pixels is low, and it results in lesser cleaner image, or the image clarity will be poor. Okay, so if the resolution is high, the number of pixels will be more and the image will be more clear. And if the resolution is low, the number of pixels will be less and the clarity of the image will be low. Okay, so that is a concept of resolution. Okay, so there are four types of resolution characteristics. They are spatial resolution, spectral resolution, radiometric resolution, and temporal resolution. So we can discuss one by one. First one is spatial resolution. So spatial resolution means it is the ability of the sensor to record distinctively clear image of smallest object on Earth's surface. So spatial resolution is the ability of a sensor to identify distinctively the smallest object on the Earth's surface. So ability to identify the smallest feature on an Earth's surface is known as spatial resolution. So it describes the ability of a sensor to identify the smallest size detail of a pattern on an image, on a satellite image. So there are two types of photography, that is analog and digital. In the case of analog photography, the spatial resolution of a photograph refers to the sharpness of image. It indicates the sharpness of image, the spatial resolution. And the digital image consists of an array of pixels, and each pixel contains information about a small area on the land surface. So high spatial resolution means it can describe the smallest feature on the Earth's surface. So it is expressed by the size of pixel on the ground in meters, in the case of digital image. Okay, so what is meant by spatial resolution? It is the ability of a sensor to identify distinctively the smallest object on the Earth's surface. Ability to identify the smallest object on the Earth's surface is spatial resolution. So in this figure, the first image shows low spatial resolution. That means the smallest object cannot be clearly visible. So in the first figure, we cannot identify the smallest image or smallest feature or smallest object. So it is of low spatial resolution. But in the second figure, we can identify the smallest object in the image. The smallest object is clearly visible in the second image. So it is of high spatial resolution. Okay. So this is the difference between low spatial and high spatial. In the case of high spatial resolution, from that image we can identify the smallest object. But if the image is of low spatial resolution, we cannot identify the smallest object on the image. Okay, so I think you are clear about spatial resolution. Okay, so next is spectral resolution. Then spectral resolution is the sensitivity of a sensor to respond to a specific frequency range, and it actually related to the energy. That is, high spectral resolution means the sensor distinguishes between very narrow band of wavelength. Okay, if we can identify the very narrow bands of wavelength, or we can discriminate the narrow bands in a wavelength, it will be having high resolution, high spectral resolution. And low spectral resolution means the sensor records the energy in a wide band of wavelength as a single measurement. We cannot discriminate into a narrow band. That is meant by low spatial resolution. Okay, from this figure it is clear. This first one it is of high this is of large frequency band. That is, here the blue, green, red, these three are combined as a single one. We cannot discriminate each of the colors separately. That is, blue, green and red cannot be separately visible here. Okay, so this is of low spectral resolution. Means low spectral resolution means the sensor records the energy in a wide band of wavelength as a single measurement. Here blue, green, red are visible as a single band, or it can indicate as black and white film only. We cannot discriminate as blue, green and red, because these three are combined as a single band. Okay, that is low spectral resolution. And if the spectral resolution is high, we can discriminate the band into each frequency region. Okay, so here we can discriminate as blue, green and red. That is, it is divided into narrow bands. So we can see color film in this case. So if it is low spectral resolution, we cannot visible the color, because these three color combined as a single one, and we can see only black and white films. Sometimes it may be black, or some case it will be white. But here, if the spectral resolution is high, we can distinguish narrow bands of the wavelength. So we can identify blue color, green color and red color. So we can get a color film here. Okay, so that is about spectral resolution. That is in spectral resolution we can identify a specific frequency range. If resolution is high, means we can distinguish very narrow bands of wavelength. That is, here we can distinguish very narrow bands, and if it is low spectral resolution, it records a wide band of wavelength as a single measurement. Okay, then the use of narrow bandwidth allow more unique spectral signature of objects such as crops and vegetation to be recorded. So if it is narrow band, that is spectral resolution is very high, we can identify single features or some features of crops and vegetation. So it helps to discriminate the difference among these objects. If we can see the different colors, we can identify the image quickly. Okay. So as in spectral resolution, it is important to select the correct spectral resolution for the type of information to be extracted from the image, which involves deciding which wave bands are to be used. That is, if we are using high spectral resolution, we have to identify the color, or if it is blue, it may indicate water body, and if it is green, it may indicate vegetation. Like that, we have to identify which feature is indicated by that color. Okay, so we should be very clear. But in the case of low spectral resolution, there will be only black and white. So black indicates some features, white indicates some another feature, like that. But if it is narrow, there will be so many number of colors. So we have to indicate which color indicates. We have to specify which color indicates what feature, like that. Okay. So actually, spectral resolution means it indicates the specific frequency range. Okay, that is spectral resolution. Then third one is radiometric resolution, and this radiometric resolution refers the ability of a sensor to detect difference in energy magnitude. Okay, it indicates the differences in energy magnitude of a sensor. So sensors with low radiometric resolution are able to detect only relatively large difference in amount of energy received. That is, if the sensor is of low radiometric resolution, it can detect only relatively high difference. If the difference in amount of energy is high, that can be detected with low radiometric resolution. And if the sensor is of high radiometric resolution, it will be able to detect a relatively small difference in amount of energy. Okay. So if we want to differentiate very small differences in energy, we have to use high radiometric resolution. Okay. If we are using low radiometric resolution, we will be able to identify only high difference in energy. So if we want to differentiate low differences in energy, we should use high radiometric resolution sensor. Okay. So radiometric resolution is the sensitivity of a sensor system to differentiate signal strength as weak or strong. Okay, so using this concept, we can differentiate the weakness or whether the signal strength is weak or strong. Okay, so this radiometric resolution actually indicates the energy. Okay, so in order to identify the signal strength as weak or strong, we have to use high radiometric resolution sensors. Okay, using that only we can differentiate small differences in energy. That's about radiometric resolution. So these two images shows how we can identify the energy. Okay, 8-bit data and 4-bit image. 4-bit image. So if the sensor is having low radiometric resolution, we can identify small only large difference in energy, and if it is of high radiometric resolution, we can identify small difference in energy. So last one is temporal resolution, and this is the capability to view the same target under similar conditions at regular intervals. So this temporal resolution is the frequency at which data is captured for a specific place on the earth. So we are taking the image of any feature using satellite. So this temporal resolution indicates the frequency or the number of times we are taking that particular feature. So the same feature will be taken by so many times using the sensors. Okay, so that frequency, that is the number of times we are taking the photograph of that same image using the sensor, is the frequency. So that is meant by temporal resolution. Okay, it is the frequency at which the data is captured for a specific place on the earth. The more frequency they are captured, the better or finer is the temporal resolution. If the frequency is high, temporal resolution will be high. Okay, that is, when frequency is high, we can get so many data, more details will be obtained. Okay, the ability to collect imagery of the same area of Earth's surface at different periods of time is one of the most important elements for applying remote sensing data. So we have to take the image on Earth's surface, which is of most important elements. That is, we have to the ability to collect the image of the same area on Earth's surface at different periods of time. It is very important in the case of remote sensing data, because at different times the details of the image will be varying. So we have to take the image at different in time intervals. So that is meant by frequency. Okay, for example, in the case of crops. Okay, during the growing season, the most species of vegetation are in continual state of change, and our ability to monitor these changes using remote sensing depend on when and how frequently we collect the image. So the growth of crop is varying time to time. So if the frequency of taking the image is high, we can collect more details of that crop. Okay, we can monitor the growth, and if there is any changes in growth, etc. Okay, so in that situations, the frequency or the temporal resolution is very important. Okay, so temporal resolution means it is actually the frequency at which the data is captured. Okay, these are the different types of resolution. So I'll explain one more. Spatial resolution. Spatial resolution means ability to identify the smallest object or smallest feature on Earth's surface. And spectral resolution means the ability to discriminate the different bands in a spectrum. Okay, and radiometric resolution means ability to identify the smallest energy band. And temporal resolution, actually the frequency or time interval that we are capturing the image. Okay, so this is about a resolution concept of remote sensing. Thank you.